What up, YouTube? I am your host, Mediocre Tutorials and Reviews, back in here with one more video, joined today by a very special guest, Ray.
Hey,
say what's
everybody.
up. What's up? How are you?
I'm awesome. It's a beautiful Saturday morning.
It is. It's really nice outside, so we're gonna try to get through this video as quick as we possibly can, so we can enjoy this weather out here. So listen. So Ray, first time to the show. Wanted to do a reaction video, and I was scrubbing through, and Ray has never heard of SheraSeven, and I wanted to get a woman's reaction to the type of things that SheraSeven is offering to people. So without further ado, I guess we can just get right in it. You have anything to say before we get started?
No, let's get to it.
Let's get to it. Now, the name of this video is Never Offer to Pay or Pay Back. You are a lady. I feel like I'm about to go in. But listen, so she typically does these 2-3 hour long videos. I clicked on this video mostly because it says it's 2 minutes. We haven't looked at the video yet. Also, too, she mostly does live streams, so I'm gonna leave the live stream just so you can see the comments as they happen in real time. I think that that's interesting information as well. All right, so let's get started.
Hey y'all, I'm back. How are y'all? Popping in for a quick second because I'm getting ready to go, but I wanted to do a quick video since I hadn't been doing as many this week. Just got back from vacation, so I was kind of trying to start it back up. But this video is going to be about never offering to pay and never offering to pay back. Like never offering to pay back if you get money from a man, never offering to pay while you're with a man. So this needs to be known anytime you go somewhere with a man, anytime someone gives you money as a man, you never offer to pay or you never offer to pay back. You don't accept anything if they ask you to pay back. Okay, this is something that y'all need to learn because some of y'all are not understanding this. I'll have to make a whole video about it. Never offer to pay, never offer to pay back, never accept anything unless it is not asked to be paid back. If you do, you're not getting anything and you're going to be treated as someone who cannot have a man pay for them. Okay, so again, it's almost like offering to pay makes you seem less valuable. As soon as you open your mouth or reach for that bill, you are less valuable. You are less valuable, just straight up. Your value went zero as soon as you offered to pay. Went way down.
Oh, that shit's funny. All right, so if a woman offers to pay, do you feel like that makes her less valuable in the man's eyes?
I think it depends on what type of man it is.
Okay.
I feel like, first of all, a lot of men are hunters and gatherers and conquerors. And so a big part of doing that nowadays, since they don't have to hunt for food, is gathering money. And they want that money so that they can do whatever they want. And that includes not purchasing women, but having access to women. That's a big part of the money grab for men. So I think she
well, let me ask you a question. So why do you think that is that men are focused on that money?
Because men love power. And in 2019, money equals power. Men want the best cars, the best houses, and they also want the best women. And sometimes that means that they're going to spend money to have that woman.
Yeah, so that's what I was trying to get you to. So a man is going to work in order to make a lot of money so that he can get the best woman.
Yes.
Why is that? Like, why do you think that construct is right? So like women don't have the same need to make money, so to speak, for at least those intentions.
Correct.
Right. So like what is it about a man, the dynamic of a man and a woman in 2019 that you would say makes this the case? Like that's constant striving for resources to be able to give. And then also if you could double back into, does it devalue a woman if she wants to pay?
I don't agree with that at all. I mean,
Okay.
disagree. I don't think that devalues a woman at all.
Okay.
I think that depending on the type of woman it is, I think men are receptive to different types of women paying. So
Okay.
if it's I can cuss, right?
Yeah, you cuss.
If it's a boss ass woman and she says, yo, I'm going to cover the check, he's going to receive that differently than a woman who is not as independent.
Yeah.
So he's going to receive that differently depending on the type of woman.
Yeah.
So it may devalue her if she is a boss ass woman. He's going to be like, oh, so you really think you the boss of everything? You're not going to let me lead anywhere.
No, that's a good point. I think I like your point though. That it depends on the type of dude, because there's some dudes who, if she steps up and she takes out her wallet, it's like an offense.
Yeah.
It's like an offense that, like, wait a minute, what you think I can't provide, and then that might lead to insecurities or what have you. So I get that point.
And it depends on the type of woman who does it.
Okay, explain.
That's the other variable. So like I just said, if it's a woman who appears to be more needy in a financial way, he may be okay with that. But if she's some millionaire lady, if Oprah style of a woman is like, I'll pay for all of our dates, he may be threatened by that.
Yeah, but if anything, I think that for a lot of women, it devalues a man if you don't pay.
If the man doesn't pay?
Yeah, like if it's first, second, third date or something like that. How do you feel about that? And this is really a cultural Western thing, because I've been, like, Canada, for example, they will take out their pocketbook in a second. Like, they don't expect you to pay. Canadian women, they don't expect you to pay. They're very fond of the word Dutch. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So this is a very Western thing. And it gets confusing because now with this kind of evening out of opportunity, right? Like in the workplace, and women are making just as much money as men, contrary to reports in the news that you would see 5 to 10 years ago of incorrect data, and being espouted in the feminism movement. There's an evening out of money, so it's like it's taken away kind of these gender roles that we've typically had.
That's a whole separate conversation.
Is it though?
I think gender roles still apply.
Okay, why?
In a lot of different ways, because if we get away from gender roles, what's the point? Everybody might as well be
Dutch. Everyone paying their own way?
No, you might as well be asexual if there is no distinction between the genders. Not that distinction has to exist, but I kind of like the variability in gender roles. That's me personally. I will pay, but I also like when a guy pays. I'm comfortable with both.
But her point, and this is the thing, is that, like, I like to look at these comments. Prostitute gang. Why are men so mad? Yo, like, it's crazy when you see, like, the comments on her channel, and I'm just like, yo, this is a whole sect of women who just, I mean, she teaches you how to, like, be a gold digger. She teaches you, how to check a man, put him in his place, manipulate. So she talks about it from a way that I think is damaging to a lot of people, which is why, like, I like to talk about these type of things.
Yeah.
So she's saying, again, let's get back to this. So you don't agree with her? Never offer to pay or pay back?
No, I do not agree with that. Never? No.
Okay.
That first date, though, it sort of sets the tone. If he pays that first date, chances are I will probably go on a second date with him.
Okay. But if he doesn't pay that first date?
99.9% chance that I will not go on a date with him again.
Let me ask you another question. Now, let's say he arranges the date, or let's say he says, yo, let's go out to, like, go get coffee or something, like something that's not like a full-fledged date, but like a half a date, and and you go meet up somewhere and he doesn't pick up your coffee tab, but it was like a $5 tab. Like, does the amount of money matter to you?
No, not at all.
So if he didn't pick it up at all, then
that I have more of an issue with him not picking up the tab than the amount of the date. So I know my budget, and if I'm dating somebody, then I need you to be financially savvy as well. That's first. If you're not financially savvy and you're not managing your money, we can end it right there, because I'm not about to raise anybody's son. That's first. Number two, the dollar amount on the date doesn't matter to me because I've been on a $500 date and I've been on a $5 date and I fell in love. Yeah.
Okay. You fell in love with the $5 date as opposed to the $500?
Yes, we went out. We had ice cream. We went for a walk, and I think we
so
lose
it's the
sight of
experience.
that. It's the experience. And I'm not saying that every date should be at McDonald's or Starbucks. Mm-hmm. I am not saying that at all. But I don't think the dollar creates. No. I've been on trash dates with expensive, well-off guys. And it's like, I couldn't wait to get home. Right. And I've also been on a $100 date or a $50 date or a $20 date.
It's experience.
And it was like, okay, date number 2. But if he doesn't pick it up, you should know, going back to my point about being financially savvy, if you know that your budget is set up for a $5 coffee date, then you should probably cover that. But if you're big balling, then okay, we had Jeff Ruby's, we had Ocean Club, whatever.
Yeah. Well, see, so my thing is like for like first date, no matter if I'm big balling, if I'm a big baller, like it will always be like in the price range of a coffee date. Because like, why? If I don't know you from Adam, if all I know you from is from a 4 or 5 Tinder profile pictures, like why go out my way to spend 50, 60, 70, 100 or your I've never spent that. The most that I've ever spent on a date was $100, and it was completely by accident. I thought it was happy hour. So I'm over here just ordering. I'm over here just bring that shit up.
Oh my God.
And I looked at the bill. And I was like, you son of a bitch. you mother.
Yeah, the dollar doesn't matter. So like, okay, with a coffee date, when you're dating, it's about getting to know the person. If you go out for coffee and it's just, okay, I got the tall vanilla latte, and which is my Starbucks drink, by the way, if you ever want to pick up coffee, and he gets a Pike Place. He gets a Pike Place, no cream, whatever. It forces you to have a conversation. If we are out and it's all let's put on for each other, then now your representative is at the date. If it's coffee, you can't hide behind the champagne. You can't hide behind the lobster.
Yeah.
What's up with your personality?
Yeah, and that's where I think a lot of people fall short is, you can make up for the amount of money that you want to pay in a date and add on the experience. Like what else do you bring to the table?
Personality.
Because a person, because like I've had situations that have gone straight from the coffee. Like I'm not even joking. I'm not even joking. And everything else in between, right? And it's just the experience. Like what can you provide?
Yeah.
Like and think through it. Like what are the ways that they can leave and then feel as though they were taken care of, and that doesn't necessarily mean that it's all of this value. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. So that's why but when you know that there's people like her walking around that are like that are teaching women to never pay or pay back, which is the reason that and because you're a lady, whatever, it is the reason why I'm very money conscious. I'm very money conscious when it comes when it's around women that I don't necessarily know that. Because it's all about investment, and I feel like if you can get with the same amount of money for your $5 versus your $500 but get the same outcome, why invest the $500 or the $100 or the $30? You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
It makes sense. I want to add some color to that though.
Go ahead.
You said there are women like her walking around. There's also men that are walking around who want that. So that's true. So I have dated. Actually, my ex. When we broke up, he said, I just want to buy you stuff and you don't care about that. Yeah. So some guys,
you broke up?
Yeah. Some guys, they're like, if I pay the cost, then I don't have to perform in these other areas such as honesty, loyalty, monogamy, because I paid the cost.
So he's just paying for your rent and shit. And
I bought you this, I bought you that, so now I get to do what I want. And that really frustrated him, that I was like, that I wasn't a gold digger.
I am so confused at this lifestyle. Wait, so he would pay for shit for you?
Yeah.
So but he would still be able to live his own lifestyle.
That's what he wanted.
So he's
That's
essentially,
why we're not together.
yeah, but he essentially wanted, but this is why you were broken up.
Yeah. I don't want to do the commitment piece and do what I said I was going to do, but I would like to buy you things. And you don't care about that. And that frustrated him. There are some men who hide behind their money.
Well, he would be really quick to bribe a prostitute.
Probably. And go out with her. He would probably be like, oh, that's easy. I make a lot of money. Yeah. All I have to do is buy you a couple of leather jackets, some jewelry, and some hats, and then I can do what I want.
Has he taken any recent trips to like Colombia or Dominican Republic or Thailand?
No.
I don't understand, because I feel like as a man you can be able to do that without having to pay all this extra money. Like you can position yourself in a way where a woman bangs with you so much that there's nothing else that you can supply besides a good time, and she's okay with that.
I think some men get off on that.
Yeah, it's an ego thing.
Some men get off on I bought that. I bought that car.
Thing.
I bought that car. I bought that house, and I also paid for her company. Some men get off on that.
Really?
Yes.
That's a thing?
Yes. Yes.
There's a lot of suckers out there.
Is that being a sucker or an egomaniac?
I think it's a little bit of both. I think it's a sucker in a sense that, just like I was saying before, because you could do that without paying for it if you're cool enough.
But that's different things get different people off. And some people spending money. Some people like, ooh, yeah, I make this money and my money affords me this.
I don't think that it's getting off on spending money. I think it's the outcome of spending the money. Because then he garners your attention, he garners your sex, he garners your time. Right, like it's not just, I'm gonna spend money and not get nothing out of it. Unless there's something else that you feel like, am I not telling the truth?
From your perspective, yes.
It's the outcome. I would assume. Are y'all just paying? Wait, hold up. We have a heart to heart. Are y'all just for real?
Some people get off on that. I'm telling you.
There's better ways.
There are men out there who get off on spending money on women. In general, women and those type of men.
But it's not just the spending money; it's the outcome. It's getting something out of it.
That's because you're financially conscious. Some people get off on spending money. I made it rain. How many times have we heard that in a rap song? A rapper can go to the club and literally never touch a stripper and be like, yeah, I made it rain, $20,000. And it's like the brag is that they threw money because they don't care about money. That's the brag, not I threw money and I got to take 7 strippers home. Sometimes they just are like, I threw money because I don't care about money.
That's stupid.
It is very stupid, but people get off on that. I'm telling you.
It's stupid.
Yeah.
Like I see it happening, and I'm just like, I don't know. Like I've never been one to like look at an image and not question why someone's doing that. Like I don't watch music videos and be like, yo, I want that type of car. I want to be throwing money that way in a club. Yeah. Like I don't want to be like I've never been like that type, and I feel like it's so damaging to be someone that's easy to manipulate with images and videos, and all of a sudden that's your lifestyle, and you want to get this type of car and dress like this way and fit into some cookie cutter narrative where essentially throughout your life you're being taken advantage of. The thing is and this is like one of the reasons why I made this channel, was kind of talk to like young men from a different perspective, maybe a little bit more experience and a different way of thinking than what they are used to. But like, there's nothing wrong with splurging on occasion, but on occasion for things that make sense. But like, there's such a far difference in investing in something and then just throwing your money away. I think that like, if you take a hard look at where you're putting your money, and more often than not, you are in the category of throwing your money away and not investing into something that makes sense. We have so many men out there that are so inexperienced with what to do with their finances in a way, in a rate that petrifies
women
me.
as well.
Women as well. It's a human nature thing, and it's people getting attracted and to these images that they see, the marketing, the advertisers wanting to live up with the Joneses. You know, they want this type of watch, or you know these type of glasses, or what have you. But then they're still empty on the inside, right? And they're gratified by these short-term uses of money, walking through the mall. You know what I mean? Or they get upset when they window shop and they can't buy something that they want. But it's really not. They're not investing in their long-term success and happiness. So it's like, how do you how do you stop this kind of short-term gratification to get people to focus on the long term? Because what happens is that they reach my age, 34, and they start to look around and they're like,
I don't have anything.
I don't have shit. I have nothing to show for all of the short-term shit that will never be written on my tombstone.
Yeah, it's a different financial philosophy.
It is.
That's what it is. And sometimes part of that financial philosophy is I go dig to get my bills paid, or I throw money to get chicks. That's a financial philosophy. There are bad ones.
I think.
But it is a financial philosophy.
I think I'm talking to my dudes right here. Like just real quick, get really good at recognizing these types that would never. Because I mean, this whole relationship thing, I think it needs to be a teamwork. You know,
agreed.
It needs to be. You know, who do you bang with? Not even on a, you know, I like this person shit, but who would make a good business partner?
Yep.
Like if you're going into the
partner.
future, a life partner. Who helps you make better decisions, right? Like, because life's all about decisions,
including the financial ones.
Including financial. So if you're making a decision to choose someone that has no willingness in this time of equal opportunity, right? Their jobs, getting jobs just as much. At the same rate of pay as men, and never offering to pay or pay back, right? Like that. I mean, this gold diggers mentality. I don't know. It's a little bit frightening.
Okay, you brought up equality.
Yeah.
You just made me think about something.
Mm-hmm.
So, going back to her point, never pay, never whatever, because you're a lady.
Yeah.
When you get ready to go on a date, you are feeling this girl, you want to impress her, whether it's just Starbucks or an expensive dinner. How much does it cost you to get ready for that date? You want to look good.
$0.
Exactly. You probably already have a haircut.
Yeah.
How much does your haircut cost?
20 to 25.
Not
if I
bad.
get my beard done, 25 maybe.
Okay, so you gonna put a beard gang out on her because you really trying to impress her. Right?
I might shape it up myself. I mean, so like if it's been like a month, I'm gonna go to the barber. But if it's been like a week and a half, I'm gonna.
Okay, so you had $25 to look good for your date.
Perhaps.
Okay. Do you know how much it costs for a woman to look good to the standards that men have placed on us and we place on ourselves? Do you know how much that costs?
Notice what you just said. Notice all the caveats that you just said before saying how much do we cost. I didn't put that caveat on y'all.
Not you, but society.
Yeah, but fuck society. What do I care about?
If a girl shows up and her edges are not laid and her makeup is not done, she has not, whatever your type is, I don't know, but she is not up to par as far as aesthetics.
Yeah, but your definition of par is your definition. It's society's definition.
I'm talking about yours.
Yeah, my definition. I recently and she's not. This is when I was in Berlin. I kind of had a situation. Had a part-time girlfriend up there.
Wait, for 2 weeks.
But she's not. she's not Western. Listen, she was natural the complete time, and I mean, like, it didn't no nails done. You know, she's not feeding into all of this shit that you guys are.
Don't say you guys.
No, it's
Don't
you guys. It's American women. No, it's American women. You guys are fed a lot of bullshit. Like everywhere you go, you walk outside this building and you're seeing advertisements across the hair salon across the street. You're seeing all of these images and shit, and it's right. So like, at the same time, she didn't have makeup on or nothing like that, and she was gorgeous in her own right. Right. So like, I'm not expecting her to have her whatever her edges laid or whatever. She didn't have it. She had natural hair. Right, like is that what the edge is? Is when they flat comb? She had natural hair.
She got to get the toothbrush and the edge control.
But
what if she was ugly? What if she was ugly?
I mean, I wouldn't have gone out with her. But that's the thing is that like I wouldn't go out with her if she's ugly. But I wouldn't have gone out with her if she was ugly with a whole bunch of makeup either. Right, I think it takes more than that. It takes.
You.
I think for a lot of dudes too. But you guys place all of these created. All those caveats that you said on yourselves, right? So like,
and men and society.
And what you were gonna say is that you pay all this money to get yourself ready, all of this investment to get yourself ready. Why should I pay for the meal, right? Is that what you're about to say?
No.
But but again, but using this example again, like she didn't, like she was mad cool, like great personality. We was just vibing, and it was a good time, you know. But she doesn't.
week-long girlfriend.
It was just a couple of days.
Oh, even shorter.
I had a girlfriend.
Okay, we're going back to generalizations though. Generally
you
speaking,
stepped on a landmine.
a lot of guys, maybe not you, but a lot of guys love that stuff.
I don't
Where
think
are
they do.
your? Yes, they do.
I think a lot of
How many
dudes-
guys have you dated?
Point taken. but I also know that like there's a lot of dudes that are tired of Instagram filters.
Agreed.
There's a lot of dudes that are tired of like the fake. I've seen so many like women that like you see out in reality, and then you see them on Instagram, and you're like,
Who is that?
bitch?
Who is that?
It's not the same human being. You know what I mean? So like
Yeah.
there's a lot of dudes, or like, you know, you look up on the Bumble and then
On the Bumble.
and then you meet them out in reality, and you're like, this motherfucker lied to me.
Yeah.
So I disagree. Like I feel like this whole, you know, so like what society has made multi-billion-dollar businesses over the cosmetic industry, the anti-aging industry, what have you.
So let me ask you this. If you're splitting everything financially,
I don't think everything.
or you know, not 50-50, because nothing is 50-50. But like I like some of the gender roles. I don't like the part about, you know, way back when you could beat your wife because she was property. I don't like that.
I feel you.
But you know what I'm saying? Like the feminist in me is like, I do kind of want to stay at home and not work, but I also don't want to get my ass whooped and it be okay.
Yeah. Because then you could if my meal's not cooked.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So if we're striving towards this equality, there's a lot, like you said, you want a partner, and I said a life partner. There's a lot to life. Managing a home is a lot. So are you splitting that as well? Not 50-50, 60-40, whatever the percentage is. Is he also doing laundry? Is he also keeping his aesthetics where she wants them? Is he also making the meals and keeping the lawn and doing all these other things? I think maybe if there's a pie, right, to the relationship, and together you all should create 100%. Okay, so if she is 100% managing everything that goes on inside the walls of the home, should she also be splitting finances? I think there's a different way to slice the pie.
No, I 100% agree.
And if
with
you decide to slice it in finances,
but if she's a stay-at-home, you know, she don't have an income. She don't have an income, so she's taking care of the house. She's taking care of the kids. If you have kids, like, she's you know, all of those things. Yeah. But I know for sure that's not what she's talking about. I know for sure that's not what this young lady is talking about.
How do you know? You got in her head.
I've seen her other videos.
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
she teaches you how to be a gold digger. She teaches you how to check men, right? Like if the first day he brings you to a 4-star restaurant, the second day he brings you to a 3-star, check him, like all type of shit like that.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it right, and it's all in the sense of like a woman is devalued if the monetary contributions are not sufficient in their eyes. How you feel about that?
Money is a big factor in everything.
It's the number one cause of divorce.
I was gonna say, especially relationships.
Yeah, it's a huge factor. Let's talk about dating.
Okay.
So do you feel like in the dating game, when you're first getting to know somebody, a woman should never pay, or a woman is devalued if she ever pays?
No, I don't think that at all.
I don't think so either. We can cap off the video right there. I feel like if it's like first date and I go what I'm paying, and then like second date, I might pay depending upon, you know, how I feel about her. But if she's like, yo, I'll get the tip, I'm not gonna stop you. And in fact, if I see you say you gonna get the tip, that makes me value you more.
Okay, that's a great point. I grew up with a super independent single mom, and she said you always get the tip.
Okay.
So I grew up with, she's more progressive than my grandmother, but not as progressive as I am. But I grew up with, okay, you go out on a date with a guy. Yeah. He just paid for the date, you get the tip. I do it if I go out with my godfather. I'll do it if I'm on a date with a guy that I'm romantically involved with, a friend. I'll do it with my girlfriends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I think that you know, there's the value really, you know, like we talked about before, being in a long-term committed relationship, you have to think of the business component as well. And if you're supporting someone else along with yourself, right, like what's the benefit? just because you want to cuddle up next to me? Like,
It's
is
so
that
much
benefit?
more than that.
What else
kind of
is there?
relationship?
What else? Talk about it. What else?
There is a lot. Companionship is invaluable.
Ah.
You need somebody to.
Not according to your ex. He was trying to pay for your companionship. it was no, for real. You laugh, but that's what he was trying to do.
So,
I don't think that it's invaluable. It's easy to get.
Companionship,
Yep.
Genuine companionship.
Yep.
No. Somebody who, okay, baby companionship is easy to get, but that loyalty and that monogamy is not.
For a dude, maybe. So the thing is and that's because of this dynamic right here. If you have a dude that is paying for everything, trust and believe, I'm gonna go get vagina where I want to. Everything. I mean,
Pay the cost to be the boss, right?
I mean, a woman is positioning herself in my opinion, a woman is positioning herself to get ran through because if I'm paying for absolutely every component of it, right? Like I lose respect for you in a sense that I always got it. You have some bum bitch thing going about you.
You got some bum bitch.
Like if I'm gonna go eat out, you can come with me. Here you can eat this shit. But there's not like a. I feel like I respect a woman more who can do her own shit without me.
That's a very secure place to be. A lot of men are not that secure.
That's crazy to me.
Yeah.
We got to change that mantra.
Like, why are you... some guys, I don't know if it's a lot or some, but there is a percentage of guys out there who want your life to revolve around them.
That's ridiculous. Get away from me.
Some guys...
You're taking my time up.
Some guys are threatened by independence.
Oh my God. I love independence. Independence.
That's you, but there are guys. You have to know some guys that are like...
Oh, shit,
I want that chick. Yeah, exactly. Some guys, the egomaniacs, I must be the center of the universe. Focus on me.
Grow up. All right, let's end this video. Let me see if she has anything else to say.
So stop doing that and you'll be fine. Okay? Stop offering to pay. Never pay. Thank you. Yes. And don't.
All right, I'm tired of her. Look at these comments though. Some girl said it's 2019 and both parties should pay half and expecting too much out of a relationship. I told her maybe there's too much, but that's why you're discounted.
I'm not attracted to my sugar daddy. What do I do?
He tries to kiss me all the time. That's what you're doing. Like here you were creating SheraSeven. If you're never gonna watch this, but in case you do, you're creating a society of women who have completely lost sight of this shit that they have constructed and created in order to try to bond us together. Which you could argue it is or not a fairy tale that is reality. I get it, but then you got these women that are completely just going after who can provide for me the most. I'd still argue that there's still good women out there where that is not their ultimate goal.
Lots of them.
It's still not their ultimate goal. But everyone who clicked like on this video, I feel like that's their ultimate goal.
How many? 540.
She got over 10,000 views. I mean, This is, for a live stream.
Yeah.
All right, so let's cap off the video. I feel like we said our piece.
Yep.
Ray, I appreciate you for coming down.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. We gotta figure out another time to do another one.
Absolutely.
All right.
We can go deeper on this issue.
We can go deeper. There's so many other things that I feel like we have the opportunity to be able to talk about as well.
Absolutely.
Questions.
Let's go down the rabbit hole.
What type of rabbit hole? Where you trying to go?
I'm trying to go down the rabbit hole where feminism lives and breathes and thrives.
That rabbit hole, huh?
That one.
We'll do it. All right, questions, comments, concerns, leave it down in the description box down below. But this has been your video. I am your host, mediocre tutorials and reviews. Until next time.
Am I doing this with you?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, let me go ahead.